What is up, everybody? My name is Crazy Jamesy, and welcome to Skyrim. And today I am going to showcase and do a whole playthrough of Skygerfall. I did a playthrough off camera, which I had some pretty hard criticisms for it, but since then an update has came out, and I'm eager to try it out with this new update. I have a whole mod list that I'm using, and I'll be putting every mod I use in the description below. And without any further ado, let's get to it. And I will just make a new character right quick. I'll just take a moment and make the character, and I will be right back. Alrighty, now it's time to pick our class. And we're gonna go with a... yeah, we'll go with warrior. Alright. And now, this is one of the mods I downloaded. It's a mod that allows you to create your custom class, which will be linked in the description along with any other mods that I've used. This is one of my recommendations, is that you play with this one, because in the original Daggerfall you could create your custom class or choose a classic class to pick from, or basically do whatever you wanted. And we are going to create a custom class. Specialization bonus, we're going to do combat. Combat skills, we're playing as Scylla the Savage, which you'll see her face in a moment. Heavy armor, she likes the two-handed weapons. She's skilled at smithing. And yeah, that's it for that. And she doesn't use any magic, but she does know how to speak quite a bit. So let's see. Yeah, no, none of those. Combat skill, block. Sure. Is that all I can add? Oh no, archery. Surely that's all I can add, right? Yeah, that's all I can add. Okay. So secondary skills. And this is pretty cool. You can basically add, you can pick from any of these, and you can go unarmored. You have more armor when you're unarmored and all that stuff. It's a nice little touch. And we're gonna go with we're gonna go with acrobatics, because she is a very agile person. Combat abilities, and with the specialization you picked, you get special combat buffs, which is good. Huntsman, maybe. Yeah, we're going to be using blunt weapons, so that is very good to have. Alright, and then we just view class. Combat skills, archery, block, heavy armor, smithing, and two-handed. Alright. Stealth skills, we have speech. Combat is our specialization. So we have a plus 5% skill and 10% health and stamina, which is gonna be nice. Let's confirm our class. Confirm. And another feature added by this mod, you can choose your standing stone, which technically we already did, so I am just going to go with warrior, basically. Warrior signs. Yeah, let's go with the warrior. Because your sign, you may choose whether to equip, to carry and roll of your class or enter Skyrim. Yeah, let's equip. Proceed with class-based equipping. Warning, when the character is equipped and start the game. Okay. That's fine. Oh yes, Iron Warhammer. Alright. And this is not from the Daggerfall mod, this armor. This is from Nord War UA's vanilla armor replacer. And this is the legendary edition of Skyrim, in case y'all was wondering. And it is available for special edition, along with the majority of the mods I used you can find on special edition. They're either under another name, ones on legendary I'll have the links for. Alrighty. Let me see if...
Yes? You want something from me? Speak. Need
I guess that mod is not wanting to work. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I have immersive speechcraft, and apparently it's not working. It worked before, but it might be because I am recording, and sometimes it acts up, so I don't know. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the game. You wish to see me, Imperial Majesty?
Excuse the gloom, but none may know of this meeting. The nature of my trouble is darker still. Over a year ago, King Lysandus of Daggerfall died honorably on the field of battle. He was as loyal a subject, ally, and friend as you are. I did grieve for him, but his spirit does not rest. With the spectral army, he haunts his former kingdom, crying for revenge. I do not know why a good and loyal man would be so cursed. Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion, bringing peace to his soul. I ask this as your emperor and as your friend. I have one lesser request. Several years ago, I wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall. It never arrived. The letter was of a sentimental and personal nature.
Oh, sentimental, you say?
If you find and destroy that letter, I will be grateful.
I'll see what I can do.
Now, my champion, rest well this night, for tomorrow you sail for the kingdom of Daggerfall.
You wait and look around the room. Some hours ago, you were in a boat en route to Daggerfall when a storm of supernatural strength boiled over the Iliac Bay like a malefic creature. Your boat was destroyed, but you managed to swim through the churning water to a promontory rock. There you find a cave and escape the fury of the storm. You had only just lit a small fire when a mudslide sealed you within. Your fear of being buried alive calmed when you saw the corridor leading out of the cavern. Perhaps there is a way out of this cave after all. Once free of the cave, you can begin the Emperor's quest. I just want to say the mod is very, very well done in terms of the introductory. whole introduction is very, very, very good. So let me just do this. Yeah. And I apologize for the weird angle. It's just the way I can record. I'll take all that to sell, probably, because we got our armor. Oh, speaking of which, I need to do a few things. First off, I'll show you the character. This is Scylla the Savage. She's a half giant, half Nord. And I will say I do love the new textures of everything. Love it. And I picked Nor War UA because it just fits with the whole medieval aesthetic, which most of the armors added by the mod are medieval aesthetic. However, I shall be right back. I have to restart Skyrim and do the MCM recorder, so I will be right back. Scylla the Savage is ready to go. Let's go. And apologies for the interference, stuttering. I've optimized the mod as well as it can. It's still a work in progress in terms of the glitches and crashes that will be experienced. And we are playing with a combat mod installed. I'm trying to make it to where you can see all of the loot I am getting. Let's get all the potions. That's good. Let's continue to go. We're gonna breeze through this probably, because let's look at our abilities that we got from our class. We take 75% less falling damage. Our stamina regenerates 15% faster. You block 20% more, bash 10% harder, and are 10% staggered less. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be very useful. 10% more health, 10% more stamina. Heavy armor weighs 10% less, is 20% more effective, provides greater stagger protection, 2% per piece. Yeah, blunt weapon still 20% more damage. Yeah, in other words, and I also got a race mod on where pretty much all of the standing stones, race bonuses and buffs, and perk trees is all changed to better reflect Daggerfall's way of things, because in Daggerfall you got quite a bit of stuff. My goodness, and we got a bunch of diseases. Yeah, I need to cure that up, because that is not going to get us anywhere. Good thing we got all these potions. It's a good thing. Very good thing. And this is actually a build, Scylla the Savage. She's a barbarian character, and I actually played her in the original Daggerfall. I actually do have a current playthrough in the actual Daggerfall game. Oh, we got a bandage. Nice. See, that is from the Vigor mod that I have installed as combat. Oh, there you are. Combat. Staggering. Very, very, very low on health. Kill him. Oh, whoa. Oh. Frick. Dadgummit, I forgot. Cool thing about this mod. Enemies have actual, resistance. So we're just gonna go in, and we are just going to get everything and run. Because I can't kill him. Like, I could use the ebony dagger, but this is a two-handed weaponed person, which using that, I don't want to have to resort to that. I want to keep it in the build. Alright. And I am playing with a controller. That's one thing I am doing. Oh, whoa. Yeah, takedown that murdered me. Oh, I might consider, just running at this point. I might actually just consider running. Because it is not looking very good going up against that human. Human enemies with these mods are very terrifying. In the beginning, anyway. Once we level up, like, it's gonna be easier. Yeah, see, they're just so terrifying. I might just have to run and then come back later. I'm gonna try one more time. If we can't, then I will just, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna... There's no shame in running, really. It's something you might have to do in the beginning. Even in the regular Daggerfall game, you would probably opt to run with most builds. Because there's two ways of going... Well, there's actually three ways of going about it. You can create a very overpowered magical character. Or you could just create a stealth build and just stealth all the way to the exit point. Get, go. Go, gadget, go. That is one improvement. I'm glad they made the levers very much easier. Of course, I think that's just Skyrim by default. It's going to be easier. There we go. And we are playing with the character behaviors enhanced, and if you use it, make sure you get the unofficial patch because it patches a lot of the movements in it. Yeah. There's no shame in running in the very beginning. I'm just going to run. We're going to take everything that we can. We're already almost at 1,000 gold, which that's something. Alrighty. There we go. And that's another thing about the mod. Since everything is in the overworld typically, except for the interior of dungeons and buildings, when you look at a town, it kind of freezes a little bit. Like, not freezes, but it drops in frame rate. Of course, that happens on high rig systems too. And is something that I'm not quite sure how to fix, really. Because this really doesn't happen in Skyrim on my PC. This has only ever really happened with this mod. So I'm thinking it's just a cluster of buildings being so close together. And that's why the frame rate really dips. But, as you can see, it is still playable. So I don't complain too much about it. And it's cool. This is just all around a very, very, very cool experience. And I have a weather mod installed. That's why it looks a little brighter, if it does. Got a weather mod. And shadows are turned off for performance reasons. So let's go in.
Yes.
Go toward him.
Yes.
I really like the, that you get the... Well, it kind of sucks that you don't have a courier, but then I understand
Safe
why.
travels. And
Oh,
what might
look at
you
that.
need?
Immersive speechcraft is working. See, it's one of those mods where I guess it works with this mod when it wants to. But, yes, my name is Scylla the Savage. Yes, my name is Scylla the Savage. Do you have any messages for me?
Let me take a look.
Anything?
Yes, I hope this helps you.
Thank you. What do you got for sale?
Let's sate that appetite,
Alrighty. Now let's sell all of this stuff. That's pretty cool. Alrighty. So I
Alright.
sold all of these spell tomes because this character will never learn any magic. It's an anti-magic build. And on my first ever playthrough of this game, I played a non-magic character, or a character that didn't know any alteration, because I wanted to see if I could get through this mod without having to use Mark and Recall to get through dungeons. I wanted to see if it was possible, and last time, it wasn't really that doable, but since the update, I'm hoping possibly they have fixed it, possibly, but we will see. And we do need to make some stuff from the cookery here. Okay, these things. Alright, we need the potions of healing, but these guys, I can afford to make 2 of those. That will help us. And basically, those gives us the passive regeneration you get in vanilla for healing wounds for about 10 minutes. So about 10 in-game hours we got heals, which is good. Mod set, trust me, that is something you definitely need to worry about, is the health and your stamina, which is why I grabbed a few stamina potions as well. Overall, it's not bad. Like, this frame rate could be worse, so it is doable. I'm okay with this. You know what, since everybody is scared of going in the Temple of the Bella when they play this mod, I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to show you what the inside of the temple actually looks like on YouTube, on screen. The sprites! Oh my goodness, the sprites, it's all the nudity. No. Now, I do have mods that add nudity, but the sprites are quite covered, and that's the only sprite in here, well, the only person in here besides the guard, which I do understand why the mod author didn't go totally 100% Daggerfall on that. I totally understand. But this is a Temple of the Bella, and I will say, they did the temples pretty good justice, along with the portraits here. I'm pretty sure that might be new. I don't remember the portraits being in these temples, like, when I played last time. Of course, I didn't really go in all that much into the temples. But, yeah, not bad. Not bad overall. Nice touch. Alrighty, so let's read that note that we got. go ahead and read it. Letter from Lady Meganison. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Dear Scylla the Savage, I have heard about your accident at sea, and feared the worst. Now that I have heard you're alive and well, I would like the opportunity to meet with you and discuss our beloved Emperor's mission in the Iliac Bay. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lady Meganison. Butchering that pronunciation, and forgive me. The Emperor's agent in the court of Daggerfall. My position is not so official as an ambassador. None but other agents of the Emperor know of my true affiliation. The Iliac Bay is rife with rebels against the Imperial throne, so your discretion is required. For the purpose of meeting, I will take a room at an inn, the Black Huntsman, in Whiteford, on the island of Betanon, which is still part of the Kingdom of Daggerfall. For a month after that, I will no longer be available. I will expect you as soon as possible. Yours sincerely, Ricina Lady Meganison. Ah, okay, yeah, I'm done trying to pronounce her name. But that's interesting. So, if I actually wait an in-game month, will she just, like, not be there? That's very interesting. But, let's go. Let's go there. Oh, man. Don't freak out, game, please. Ah, yes. Man, look at this. Oh, what? There. When I'm not frickin' still. That's the Kingdom of Daggerfall you can see all the way over there. Yeah. And I do have some apparel mods, like common clothes and cloaks of Skyrim and Vanguard for extra carry weight and just fashion purposes. And because in the base game of Daggerfall there are cloaks, for those of y'all that do not know that. But the Black Huntsman. Alright. So, let's go. She should be... Ah, she's right here. Perfect. Hello. My lady.
Out with it.
Greetings. I am Scylla the Savage. I received your letter.
Ah, thank you for responding to my letter. I am Lady Brisciena. Let me bring you to date on affairs. The specter of King Lysander's haunts the streets of Daggerfall at night. Trying to communicate with him is futile. He will occasionally moan the word vengeance, but that is the only coherent word I have ever heard him utter.
Sounds like a problem.
If you are ever in Daggerfall, do not wander the city at night. You are certain to be attacked by his legion of ghosts.
Perhaps we could simply vanquish or... Perhaps we could simply vanish or words. Perhaps we could simply vanquish or exorcise these, or exorcise these spirits.
It would probably be more gainful to investigate those who might have wronged Lysander's, to find the cause behind his torment.
Oh.
I do not know if the royal family of Daggerfall or another person or persons merit more suspicion.
Alright.
The major powers of the Bay, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Daggerfall may be good places to investigate.
Oh wow, we gotta go to all those kingdoms. Those 3 kingdoms are vast. Did you have any idea where to begin?
You could perhaps begin by visiting Queen Abuk-Ai at Castle Daggerfall.
Oh, okay.
She is looking for a mercenary to find out what has become of Nilfgaard, the king's grandmother. This could be a good way to ingratiate yourself with the royal family there.
Sounds good. Any idea what happened to the Emperor's letter to the Queen?
In the matter of the letter, the Emperor's agent says that he was unable to hand-deliver it to the Queen because of the war. He hired a courier who supposedly delivered the letter in his stead. We do not even know the name of this courier.
Dang.
Obviously, there is little information of use, but it would be worthwhile to see whether the letter arrived at Castle Daggerfall at all. How you decide to do this is entirely your decision. I will contact you if any new information should surface.
Will I be able to contact you?
I am leaving Daggerfall
Oh,
soon.
okay.
My position here has been compromised and my life is in danger. Do not mention my name in court. It is more likely to hurt than help.
Is there any other help you can offer me?
I own many properties in Daggerfall. Feel free to use Win My Song, a modest house within the city walls, for as long as you like.
Oh, how generous. Thank you. I hope our paths cross again.
Good luck. And watch your back.
I will. Thank you. Alright, we got a whole entire house. Complete. Instructions of the Empire. Hello.
Need something?
Gotcha.
Good day.